The MPCA's highest honor, the Robert E. Yoakum Award, is named after one of its founders, Bob Yoakum, who was instrumental in bringing together precasters and suppliers in North America to start a new trade association that would become known as the National Precast Concrete Association. While Mr. Yoakum passed away on the eve of the first MPCA convention, the award bearing his name lives on and is presented annually in his name. At this time, to present this year's award, please welcome the 2024 Yoakum honoree, Kirby O'Malley.
Thank you. It's really nice to be here this year. Last year I had a bit of a diversion, a quadruple bypass. Kind of takes the wind out of your sails for a while, but it's nice to be here. So I didn't get a chance to thank anybody last year. I did in the video, but not really too good. So there's a couple of people I'd like to thank. First of all, my daughter Kelly for dropping the award. That was a good thing. That was good. I want to thank God for the wisdom and the grace that He has afforded to me and to all of us. That we are in such an incredible industry, and I always say that you don't have to like your fellow precaster, but you will respect them because this is hard work, and it's not easy. There's not a lot of people eating bonbons on a regular basis. So if you're in this industry, thank you for your hard work, and I do respect you. Now let's turn our attention to an extraordinary individual. And don't worry, I checked, that person is here. You know it's a he now. Yeah. This individual's career has reflected hard work and has a true passion for our industry. Their story is one of never missing an opportunity, whether taking the next step forward in their career or make a connection with another precaster. This person has a special gift of connecting with people. Inspiring is a good word. Trust, and he sees it in every conversation. This gift has left a mark on our industry and our association. For this honoree, it's always been about relationships, welcoming new faces, sharing their knowledge, and making sure every member felt like they belonged. Many of you in this room wouldn't be here without this individual's effort. Away from work, they're a devoted spouse, parent, grandparent, and great-grandparent. They are guided by a strong faith and family values. You might say this person is a fisher of men. This afternoon, we celebrate a lifetime of commitment, leadership, and service. Please turn your attention to the video as we reveal who he is.
Bob Waterloo was born in 1942 in Evanston, Illinois, to Napoleon and Emma Waterloo. His father proudly served his country in World War II, and when he returned from the war, the Waterloos bought 2 corner grocery stores in Chicago. By the age of 9, Bob was already working at the family businesses after school and on weekends. Summers were spent at his parents' resort in northern Wisconsin, where he cleared land, cleaned boats, cut grass, built cottages, and helped vacationers enjoy their stay. In high school, Bob played snare drum in the band and timpani in the orchestra. Bob was 15 when his father tragically passed away, but Bob's sense of responsibility never wavered. He continued working weekends at the store and helping his mother run the resort. At 19, Bob began his professional career in the mailroom at International Minerals and Chemical Corporation in Skokie, Illinois. But he didn't deliver mail for long. His intelligence and ambition stood out, and he was quickly promoted to customer service clerk. Outside of work, Bob attended Northwestern University's night school and began courting Kay, the love of his life. They married in 1963. By age 30, Bob was promoted to manager of the Foundry Services Department in Detroit. Bob likes to joke that he's had a hard time holding a job, but each step in his career was a step forward. He accepted the sales manager role at Federal Bentonite in Aurora, Illinois, and he, Kay, and their daughters, Debbie and Beth, moved back to Illinois. During those years, Bob attended Aurora University, where he graduated with honors from their business program and received awards for outstanding commitment and service. A lifelong learner, He completed classes through the American Management Association and even attended the Wharton School of Business for a financial management course. After 8 years, another opportunity called. Vice President of Marketing for Eisenman Chemical Company in Greeley, Colorado, serving the oil and gas industries. Eventually, Bob found his true home at Hill & Griffith Company, where he has spent the last 35 years. At Hill & Griffith, Bob is fondly known as Captain Concrete. He even says so on his license plate. At Hill & Griffith, Bob turned his focus to the precast concrete industry, helping grow what was once a small division into a major area of expertise. As manager of distributor sales and technical sales manager, Bob traveled across the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. U.S. Airways loved him. He often was asked to train production staff on the proper use of form release, published technical articles for MPCA's magazine, and led training sessions at the Precast Show. Under his leadership, Hill & Griffith became a consistent presence at the Precast Show and annual convention, with Bob and his sales team proudly manning the booth year after year.
We want to congratulate you on your receiving the Yoakum Award for 2025. Since our first NPCA show together in 1993 to today, you have shown true dedication and commitment to the NPCA, the precast concrete industry, and your many friends and colleagues along the way. Plus the sheer number of bug boxes you provided all of our children and grandchildren. Sheesh. Robert, for all that you've done for Hill & Griffith's Griffco product line, the number of improvements you've made at hundreds of producers throughout North America, for you always being there for me as a mentor and as a friend, I say thank you. We say thank you and congratulations to you and Miss Kay on receiving the Yoakum Award.
Congratulations, Bob. I well remember the first time we met, and with that handshake came a lifetime of professional respect and a heck of a lot of fun. MPCA is fortunate to have an ambassador such as you, and life is fortunate to have you and Kay demonstrate a loving and blessed relationship. I am so happy for you, Bob. Well done.
Well, hello, Bob. It's Dale from H&G. We've known each other for a long time, and you've been an asset to the company. Your work on the precast concrete release has created a new product line for the company. Your goal has always been to see all your customers succeed. The company and MPCA benefit from your efforts and membership.
At one MPCA show in Denver, Bob met Brenda Ibitz. During their conversation, membership came up, and Bob asked, "I travel all over the country. What can I do?" That question sparked a passion for growing MPCA's membership. His efforts earned him Top Gun recognition for attracting new members, the famous leather jacket, the Hoskin Award for sponsoring the most new members, and the coveted MPCA ring.
Congratulations! Almost doesn't seem adequate enough just to say that. When Miss Kay called me to share the wonderful news, we both cried happy tears, and she asked me to share a few of the moments that I had, and I said, well, it's going to take me a while because it all started 29 years ago in Denver, Colorado at the first show that I managed for NPCA. And you walked right up to me and you said, "Hello, I'm SOB." And I looked at you sort of funny. You said, "That's sweet old Bob," for those who know me. And then you said 4 things. You said, "I'm sold out on MPCA and everything it stands for." You said, "I travel all over North America. Please give me some membership packets and put me to work sponsoring members." I did, and you did. A trailblazer, breaking records. I mean, when I hung my NPCA hat up last year in 2024, you had well over 100 new members. You had the passion, the love. I would even go as far as to say that God, this is your priorities. God, Miss Kay and family, and then MPCA is tied with Hill & Griffith right there. It's number 3. But seriously, and I was serious sort of about that. Seriously, you've worked hard. It's been an amazing trip, and it's been an amazing thing to watch. And now you are officially part of Precast royalty. So congratulations, SOB, and here's a big cyber hug for you.
Outside of work, Bob is known as Sweet Old Bob. A lifelong woodworker, he creates handcrafted educational games and toys. He and Kay sell them at local craft fairs in the weeks leading up to Christmas at Sweet Old Bob's Workshop booth. In recent years, through the Central Indiana Woodworkers Club, he's devoted his skills to making toys for underprivileged and hospitalized children.
Hi, Grandpa. Congratulations, and I'm so proud of you. And by the way, I'm helping cover the craft show for you. I can't wait to see you back home in Indiana. Love you.
Congratulations on winning this award, Grandpa. It is definitely well deserved. As for the craft show, I've got it under control. I love you a bunch. If you need me, call me.
When Bob's not working with wood, you might see him with a book or a fishing pole in his hands. He's fished all over, from Lake Erie to Alaska and everywhere in between, including Texas, the Bahamas, Aruba, Key West, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, and Washington. This month, Bob and Kay celebrate their 62nd wedding anniversary. Over the years, they've vacationed in Aruba for 2 decades, traveled to numerous countries, and visited every state in the U.S., attending precast shows and MPCA conventions along the way. He and Kay have 2 daughters, Debbie and Beth, 5 grandchildren, Brian, Melody, Everest, Ethan, and Jackson, and, as of June, 1 great-granddaughter, Anne. In the past year, they also welcomed 2 new granddaughters-in-law, Sarah and Izzy. There are many sides to Bob, but the 2 most important are his family and his Catholic faith. Bob's favorite times are when he is surrounded by his family, whether water skiing at Waterloo Resort when the girls were younger, spending time together at family gatherings and eating a good holiday meal, or playing a game of cribbage or dominoes, maybe planting his garden or even trimming trees. A favorite of his grandsons.
Hi, Grandpa. Congratulations on receiving this award. It's truly inspirational to me how much of an impact you've made in your work life and in everything you do. I wish I could be there to see you receive this award, but since I can't, I wanted to say I'm extremely proud of you, and thank you so much for being such an amazing example of true work ethic in my life. Thank you, I love you, and congratulations.
Hello from Wyoming, Grandpa. Izzy and I are so excited that you are receiving this award. We know that you have definitely earned it with your hard work. You are a great role model and a wonderful grandfather. We love you so much, and we are excited to see you soon. Congratulations!
Congratulations on the well-earned recognition, Grandpa/Great-Grandpa.
We love you.
Bob serves his church by ushering weekly at Mass, supporting the men's club events, and even cooking brats at the annual church festival. His advice is simple but timeless. Start saving early. Be frugal, but not cheap. Coffee at Speedway for $1.39 tastes just as good as $6 at Starbucks. Work hard and smart, believe in God, and love your wife, children, and grandchildren.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Bob.
Dad, congratulations on receiving the Yoakum Award. You've always worked so hard for our family. You are such a good example to us, and especially to your grandchildren, of how to live, love, laugh, and always do your best. You know what they say, what goes around comes around. So I'll give you a reminder of how you used to always support me in all my musical endeavors.
And I get the joy of going second. But no, in all seriousness, Bob, we're so proud of you and on the earning or being voted in for this award, the Yoakum Award. Congratulations. You're a great man, a great fisherman, a man of faith, and a real inspiration to our children, your grandchildren. And we just couldn't be happier for you, for Kay, and for your organization.
And if you think Bob is retired by now, you'd be mistaken. He's still hard at work, representing Hill and Griffith and MPCA at conventions and the Precast Show.
Hi, Dad. Congratulations on receiving this award. You put your heart into serving NPCA, just like you do with everything else. We're so proud of you and so excited. Congratulations.
Please retire so we can go fishing all the time.
Bob, on behalf of your family, friends, colleagues, and the precast industry, we are proud to honor you as the recipient of the 2025 Robert E. Yoakum Award.
At least it's not outside having a cigarette.
This is probably known as how to give someone a heart attack. I am totally humbled and overcome with emotion when Kirby said Bob Waterloo. And all of the information that he had, that he gave you, is probably a lot more than what you're really interested in, but that's my family history. And then to top it off, halfway through the presentation, somebody comes up and taps me on the shoulder. And it's my number 1 daughter and my number 2 daughter. Number 1 daughter came in from Colorado, number 2 daughter came up from Indianapolis. It just blew my mind. My wife Kay has put up with a lot over 62 years, a lot of travel, a lot of my being away from home. I've always loved the precast industry since I got involved in 92, 93. It's just a great organization. I've been involved with a number of organizations, American Petroleum Institute, Foundry Society, etc. Precast is just, everybody is great. And everybody is here to help each other. So I am very humbled. I'm very blessed. And I thank all of you. I thank my family in particular. God bless you all. Thank you.
And now, please welcome back to the stage the outgoing MPCA Chair, Kevin Camp.